فهل حان وصل من حبيب فتبهجوا على ذاك نفسي والضياء يتبلجوا تعوقت آمن لا أطيق زيادة عليه ونار الشوق مني تأججوا عساني وليتي إذ أحل بطيبة يؤانقني طه الأمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم.
As a faith-based organization, we encourage interfaith dialogue because dialogue makes, or rather creates, the enabling environment for understanding, cooperation, and cohesion. So we are committed to promoting interfaith dialogue and understanding. This will involve organizing interfaith conferences, supporting interfaith initiatives, and fostering relationships between different religious communities. This is done nationally and internationally. Then you have the youth development is another area of critical focus. This includes providing education and vocational training opportunities, supporting youth sports, recreation programs, and promoting leadership development among the youth. So, summarily, the programs and projects that we are in include health outreach programs, visitation of prisons to offer succor and support to indigents, and the effort at rehabilitating people who have such issues. And then of course we have the empowerment and feeding the poor and vulnerable. In special occasions, the organization organizes feeding programs, as well as making available food items for the less endowed and the vulnerable in the society. And also to catch the young ones, and catching them young, as they say, we organize schools competition. International Peace Summit is also one area that we are very interested in. Leadership boot camps, training, seminars, and family-related activities, that will build the individual families, which they say building the families eventually leads to having a well-built community or society. So this organization is very emphatic about making sure that we have vibrant, happy, and joyous families in our societies. So these are some of the things that we are undertaking, and also planning to collaborate with individuals, organizations, and governments, as the case may be. So we hope this will give you an idea of what ANSAARIDDEEN ATTIJANIYYA is all about. Thank you very much for listening. So,
and I have other stakeholders in the Rayuwa Zurfi organization on ground, and they'll be saying one or two things. But I want to say we are working with the Global Green. And Global Green is also being facilitated by Princess and Clifford. Princess is in Dubai, and Clifford is in America. They are not here today. And then Dr. Abao, he is the founder of Global Green. And for now, we have two things that are already in place. One of them is the dialysis machine, which we are expecting any moment from now. And this dialysis machine, there are 37, which will be distributed to every state. But it's going to be managed by this organization, Rayuwa Zurfi. This is because we know of times, we all know that what government does when it comes to these things. And like we said, we are now for change. So we are looking for a good change, a positive change, going forward. And that's why we'll be working in collaboration with the states, and to maintain and to manage the dialysis machine. They're already there. They are just to be brought down to Nigeria any moment from now, definitely before October. And by the grace of God, now that we are with you, that's the ANSAARIDDEEN ATTIJANIYYA. We want to work together So we want to see maybe we can also get one for ANSAARIDDEEN ATTIJANIYYA, so that they have maybe local people they want to use it for. And so we have our investor. She's one of the PM of the South African, that's the parliamentary member of parliamentary of South Africa. She is here, and she has also come here to give us some, investment that she wants to give to Nigeria. So that's just the little I can say for now. Thank you very much.
This is like I'm in a women's conference or meeting, because you speak from, you use the emotion of a woman, like a woman, like what we want to, and we have this stereotype of thinking men, especially Muslim men, don't have time, they're promoted, but I'm telling you, this story needs to be heard. This story needs to be narrated appropriately. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, and we want to know how does one want to, if there's a group wants to be part and parcel of this and volunteer and anything, expand, I think that will be a later answer, but thank you so much for being with us, Thank you. I would like Dr. Hava to take over as a woman that brings investment in Africa, also as a politician, and just share a few words and what is the strategy, what she wants to contribute in Nigeria. Thank you.
I'm so impressed, especially from your James organization. Everyone speaks mostly. I really obtain a lot of knowledge and your work you have done for the community and for the societies, especially for education and medication health for our peoples. And I think that is God brought me here by coincidence. And today I'm also served in portfolio committee health in South Africa. Before, I don't know too much about health. After 3 years as a politician serves this health community, I know what we need in our African community society. South Africa is similar to Nigeria and other African countries. At the ground level, we need to focus a lot of health problems and education problem. I think your organization do much greater work, is a model for us. In future, we need to work together with your organization, form a partnership, also with a group for us on behalf as a guest. We already achieved some agreement this afternoon. Work together, we can achieve more. Under one umbrella of the God, we can make this world become more successful, peaceful, and also change people's life. Right now in Africa, every country we talk about economics influence, and also talk a lot of empowerment to our people, skills training, and also other education improvement, and also health problems. I think that is the best chance. Work from the ground, from our NGO, different organizations. But of course, if we want to work more, we also need to oversee different companies help us, even oversee investment. From government side, we have limited resource. International funding also is there. From my side, I have different access, no matter from China, Europe, and American. I think I will use my wide connection, try to bring more resource to the country, especially for the education, health, and also for infrastructure development, try to change our countries. Nigeria seems like my hometown. This is my second time come here. Thank you. 15 years ago, I was in Lagos. I have different feeling. Today, when I land in Abuja, is my first time. I love here so much. I think our country also have a lot of more need to improve. I would like to work with our group together, make some change for Nigeria. I will visit here more and more, take this as my home. Thank you.
We'll take not only Nigeria, not only Africa, but our intention is to keep that sparkling in the world, and we all want to die smiling. May Allah make this possible for us. I wish all of us the very, very best. I have nothing to say because my DJ have said everything. The beautiful queens have said everything here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
With the respect that Almighty Allah give to all of us. Honestly speaking, I'm short of words. The DJ has said all. I have a little contributions, which is a kind of advice and appreciations to everybody to join hand and build this country, please. Build Nigeria, we build Africa, we build everybody in terms of humanity. We are on this issue for a long time, and we pray by Almighty Allah will help us to look for alternatives to the humanity of Nigeria and humanity of Africa. I appreciate all of you. I'm proud to be in this organization. I'm happy to be here with you. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you.
From what you have said, it is clear that we have a lot of things in common.
Yes.
We're talking about humanity. When you talk about humanity, you are talking about peace. You are talking about growth. And you are talking about a better Nigeria, a better Africa, and a better world. I just need this simple request. Maybe from the Deputy National Secretary. He has highlighted the objectives, the rules of this organization. We also need a copy, maybe a soft copy, so that we can have that and work a plan together. Thank you very much.
At this point, honestly, there's nothing to add other than to say we need to give honor to whom honor is due. And us being here today is not just by our own making. And the people that are actually responsible for this are not here. IGI Yabov made mention briefly about them, but now we need to say, if not for them, all this gathering will not be possible. They are the ones that actually do all the facilitation for all these investors to come to Nigeria and see how they can help the country. And that is in person of Princess Mbadiwe in Saudi, and in Dubai, and Mr. Oscar Clifford in America. So they represent Global Green, and they have done a lot of work all over Africa. And this is now the time for Nigeria, because they believe we now have a stable government. This is just the beginning. You will be tired of us when we start bringing investors into Nigeria. And the fact that our objectives are so aligned. All you have mentioned, Mr. DG, is exactly what we stand for. So us coming here today is ordained. That's as far as I can speak, and we have a long way to go together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. It's a privilege and honor to be here. On a personal note, I was extremely blown away and enlightened that there's a human being like you in Nigeria and we have a problem. I wonder why you're hiding. Why are you hiding? On that note, I want to personally invite you to Edo State. And Edo State needs you. I want to personally invite you to Edo State. I do not have majority of people that need to hear your message. And by the grace of God, with my wonderful sister there, I will make it happen.
Amen.
So you are personally invited. At least come and eat our pounded yam. Thank you.
Something regarding something that is coming up beautifully. When you experience some little hitches or obstacles when you are trying to, bring out something that is palatable, something that is promising, you are bound to find some, hitches from the beginning. And so that we could not start our meeting on time, but see how our meeting is flowing, beautifully with so much promise. So we are happy for this, and it's portending that there is a great future in the collaboration that is, coming up. And with this thing that is coming up, we are hoping for a paradigm shift in so many areas that will, move the nation forward and also extend to other countries. We pray that this comes out successfully for all of us.
And the last speaker before the Deputy Secretary says the Secretary is hidden. No, it's not hidden. It's a golden fish, and we have millions of his type in this organization. Most of us have our skills and competencies. Most of us are here to contribute selflessly. On the part of the National Secretary and the Deputy and Director General, he has a job doing somewhere. This thing is a pastime, and he's here to contribute and give to humanity. We believe in the vision of Maulana Sheikh Ibrahim, yes, and that's what we're trying to project. We're very, very entrepreneurial individuals. We're very intellectuals. We have a lot of, also, all of us here knows what it takes to move an organization like this to a higher level. When partnership is coming like this, we know there is prospect. But I think we will see how it's going to be sustainable, as the National Secretary has pointed out.
We have identified one of the most important goals that we want to achieve in our collaboration and our synergy. But I want to please grab the indulgence of this team to please see how you can explore some of the goals of the Sustainable Development Goals. One of the goals that were most important for our people. As the General Secretary has rightly said, our people are very vulnerable in most of the Sustainable Development Goals in terms of education, welfare, health, and what have you. So if you can have this kind of team, very important people like you, if you come together as a synergy, I believe you are going to achieve a lot. It's very much welcome in this organization. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful.
Thank you very much.
Set our records, everything we put as required by international standards, international financial regulations. We put our records intact, and the moral values, and then because we have a team of professionals in the finances, we audited our accounts, we displayed them to the public, to our stakeholders, so that our partners can see how we operate and how we keep our records intact according to the rules and regulations governing our organization. That is our assurance. Thank you.
It's all about humanity. If we don't believe in humanity, we don't exist. May Allah lead us to the right path. Give us the means to touch life. So one thing I want you to know is doesn't really matter the status, Muslim, Christian, or Hindu. We are here. It's all about humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our humble and respected ambassador of this noble organization in UK, and also the chair lady of the All Progressive Congress in the United Kingdom, all our respected guests here to my right, the other right, because I don't have left. Also, members of the National Executive Council of these organizations, members of the press, our brothers, I say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Well, it is the highest level of pleasure and happy mind today we come together for this introductory session, because according to my ambassador ATTIJANIYYA, she was meant to have, according to her, just an introductory session for us to know you better and for you to know us better, in order to understand some working collaborations on how we put hands together for our dear country. I believe from the faces I see and from the introductions that were made, and particularly from the speaker that has just finished talking, I believe there is a hope. And I believe our coming together will mark a significant difference, will really give an impact to our country, will also give impact to humanity. And Africa at large, and even the world at large. So actually, before I said anything, I know trying to collaborate, to build collaborations, you require having to build trust. As we said, we hear of so many literatures in the country, from our politicians, from our faith-based experts, from our technocrats, from all over. But the reality is, when you come to putting the thing where it's supposed to be, then there's a disconnect. We scare so many people coming to invest today in the country for a return, or coming to giving an aid because there's no visibility, because there's no sincerity of purpose. We say different things, we act different way. I gather you here, I told you, no, we all come together irrespective of religion, tribe. When I come to my kinsmen, I'm a different person. But with all this, I believe what I have seen for some time from our ambassador and from many of us here, I believe it will be a change narrative. So actually, we are starting with that culture of coming together. We should be trustworthy and we should be sincere enough to be the real ambassador, because it doesn't require the number and the capacities. But when we are sincere, we are honest, we build that trust as an entity. Whatever we say we'll do it to the best way. The people who are trying to impact, irrespective of where they are, but they are human. They are human. And as far as we are concerned, we know some of us are better off than others. But we really to see how to synergize and also move to live in a closer egalitarian society. Because the poor man you deprived healthcare, the poor man you deprive food to eat, the poor man you have deprived various access. Also, if he doesn't live, you may not live comfortably. And today, that is the bad history. The other part that we are seeing in insurgency, kidnaps, and so many things in the country that we have never experienced. I will not forget to relate what we have presented in the Northern Governors Forum and so many parts of it about this issue of insurgency. I was a speaker for 2 hours. But all we have identified, we have seen the region has the highest number of out-of-school children. Now UNESCO is putting it about 20 million, which is almost 10% of the 200 million population. And these people you have thrown away, tomorrow they will grow unconcerned and they live in bushes and they carry arms against you. And that is the narrative. So where have we got it wrong? We need a mutual understanding for a relationship to be cordial, for a relationship to stand, and for us to move forward as people. We need that shared objectives. That is the third one. We have to understand all the narratives, And we have to have that objective, that our concern is to impact on humanity. That whether we are 200 years, whether we are in Nigeria, whether you are in UK, whether you are in China, whether we can live more than 200 years. And one day, we will all go away. And it will be vanity upon vanity if we just live without impacting on fellow humans. To me, any project that does not show that, actually I will not be a party. We are here to impact. We are here to work together. We are here to be honest to ourselves, not different jamborees upon jamborees, talking celebrations. The media will add it up to tomorrow, no KPIs that will really identify what we have done and nowhere in our conscience that will be celebrated. So I want to call all of us here that today should be a different day. Today it should be a significant day in our history. Thank you very much for this gesture. Thank you for seeing us worthy and coming to see us. We have so many people, but thank you for identifying with us. Once again, I also thank our able ambassador for doing what she is doing everywhere, and also particularly in trying to build this our legacy that was lived by our mentor Sheikh Ibrahim Niass, which is affected the humanity all over, and he's still doing it, and we are still on that course. Thank you very much, and God bless us.
على ما اتفقنا عليه وسنعمل ليل نهار لتحقيق هذه الأمنية، ولا أترك الكلام حتى أبلغ شكري إلى سيدة جميلة التي كانت دائما تسعى وراء هذه الجمعية ليل نهار، دائما تبحث عما يجعل جمعية أنصار الدين قدما، فجزاها الله خيرا وأيدها وحقق طموحاتها بجاه المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم. يوم muna yi ma Allah godiya da ya mana muwafaka na haduwar wannan kungiya mai karfi ta duniya wacce ta yi sha'awar ta zo ta haɗu da wata kungiyar ta duniya da addini ta shehu radiyallahu ta'ala anu, domin a haɗa karfi da karfe, a ceci juna, a taimaki juna, mu taimaki kanmu, mu taimaki al'ummanmu. Saboda haka muna maraba da ku, muna sanar da ku cewa wannan shine aikin shehinmu Shehu Ibrahim. Shehin mu wayayye ne, ya zagaye duniya dukanta, ya yi mu'amala da shugabannin duniya kusan dukansu, musulmansu da waɗanda ba musulmansu ba, don kawai ya taimaki halitta Allah. Saboda ya ce wal ummatu qasdi fihimu an asuqahum ila hadratil barrir rahim ilahina. Gurina a cikin al'umma halitta Allah baki daya shine in kora ta zuwa ga Allah. To kowace halitta akwai yanda ake kora ta zuwa ga Allah, akwai yaran da take ji, to da wannan yaran shehu yake kora ta zuwa ga Allah. Shi yasa yace wannan kungiyar ta mata Ansaru bata zama kungiyar shi ba, sai ta zama budaddiyar kungiya wacce amfaninta ya game dan dariƙa da dan faida da musulmi da kristan da wanda bai musulunci da mutuntaka bal da halitta Allah baki ɗayanta. Saboda haka aikin wannan kungiya bai daure kan shi bakin masallaci da makaranta ba, a'a buɗaɗɗiyar kungiya ce. Shehu ya barta a buɗe, tana da damun mu'amala da kowane irin mutum cikin bayin Allah, inda yana nuhin ci gaba ga mutuntaka. Shehu ya ce mu yi mu'amala da shi, saboda kofar mu a buɗe take. Mun gani shi ma da kanshi irin yadda ya mu'amala da Kwamin Kurma, irin yadda ya yi da Yakubu Gawan a nan Najeriya, irin yadda ya yi da shugaban ƙasar bunnan na Sin, irin yadda ya mu'amala da shugaban ƙasar Rasha, irin yadda ya mu'amala da shugabanni da yawa waɗanda ba musulmai ba. Har cikin kasidun shi kana ji yana cewa wa najili kuwami, najis sunusi ya kaza a kawami, saboda ya gwada muna cewa shi wayayyen shehi ne, bai ɗaura kan shi cikin umbrella ɗin musulunci kawai ba, saboda Allah na kowa ne, ba na musulmi ba ne kawai, ba na 'yan ɗariƙa ba ne kawai, ba na 'yan faiza ba ne kawai. Allah na bayan Allah ne, kuma duk wanda kaga Allah yayi yana son kayan shi kuma akwai abin da ya ajiye a cikin shi sai dai in kai ne baka san wannan abun ba saboda haka ku fito da abin da Allah ya ajiye cikin ku za mu fito da abin da Allah ya ajiye cikin mu sai mu je kasuwa mu yi talla mu ci kasuwa don mu amfani al'umma Allah ya muna muwafaka wa kullu amin wa antum bi khairin wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
So I think these are the few things that at least we must resolve at this meeting to really start with. The synergy of communication also must open all communication networks. Then also our next meetings we identify some of the things we do together, the programs. After identifying them also we identify our areas of strength, areas of weaknesses, areas of threats, area of opportunities. We all look at them to see that yes, these are the kind of things we really need to do generally. So I believe these are some of the resolutions I feel are very important, are very key. And when we have this our mails, I believe the people taking notes also will put it together so that we have the minutes of this meeting, so that next meeting also we know where we have stopped and where we start. We share the minutes also with this, and I believe based on the minutes, maybe on the charts, we agree on the next meeting time. Thank you very much for all your time. Thank you for your quality submissions, and I'm happy to say that based on our discussions, I think we have reached some good resolutions from this meeting.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
من لا أطيق زيادة عليه ونار الشوق مني تأجج عساني وليتي إذ أحل بطيبة يعانقني طه الأمين ويبهج ويعطي مرادي سم بطنا وزاهرا يخصصني بين الوفود فأبهج هو العبد عبد الله سيد خلقه بحور عطايا كفه تتموج حباك إله العيش فاحتل مقعدا من القرب والتمكين فهو المتوج لوى الحمد في كفيه فهو شفيعنا وقد فتحوا الخلد الجنان فيولج فنوح وموسى والخليل كآدمين